Hello there. Our story in this episode is about a female teacher and her student who has a crush on her. It's a complicated love story, right? Maybe? But it's still a JAV film, so there's always a twist. I think you had better watch it and see what I mean for yourself. On one fine day, Miss Sora Aoi is teaching her class. She is a skilled, talented, and competent teacher, and all of her students respected and admired her. However, this student developed a crush on her because of her beauty and sex appeal. He dreams of being with her, and he is willing to use his connection as the son of the school chairman to make his dream a reality. After the class, he sees his sensei talking to somebody, so he immediately hides but listens to their conversation. The guy the woman is talking to is also a teacher, but the two turn out to be more than co-workers. They're already married and they're hiding it from everyone because it's not allowed in their school. The student is surprised by what he found out. On top of that, he felt jealous. Accepting these revelations is going to be tough for him, so he's planning something. He has access to the teacher's locker room and there he searches for his Sora sensei's belongings. He takes that important thing and now he's heading to that place. In the next scene, the male student enters a room. This is the house where Sora and her husband live. He looks inside and takes pictures of the surroundings with his camera. He then looks for a place to hide. He will wait for the arrival of his sexy teacher. Sora arrives home from work. A few minutes later, her husband also gets home. Sora had just finished taking a shower. The couple made love and all of that was witnessed by the student. He captures everything on his camera until they are finished. The next day he goes to the faculty room and speaks to a teacher. There he handed an envelope containing the photos he took the other night. The teacher is very surprised by the photos. The student wants his teacher Sora and her husband to be held accountable for violating the school's rules, forbidding anyone, whether student or teacher, to have a romantic relationship. So he makes up with a plan, and with the help of this teacher who has a bad relationship with Sora's husband, he will be the first in line. Sora immediately saw the envelope on her desk when she entered the room. She looks at it and feels both surprised and worried when she sees the photos of herself and her husband doing something. It also included a letter saying that she should go to the chairman's room after class and that no one should know. After the class, she went to the said place. There she met the teacher who told everything he knew about her relationship with the other teacher. Because of that, Sora received a unique punishment that only the guy would enjoy. She was also told not to report to anyone after the incident inside that room. Sora couldn't believe what happened and she was not in the mood to do something with her husband when he started kissing her. She went to her phone when it rang. An unknown caller is calling. She talks to a guy who is instructing her to go to the infirmary room tomorrow after class and put on the first clothes found in her wardrobe. Her husband asked her who she was talking to, but she just said it was the wrong number. She couldn't escape now. She'll follow what the man tells her from now on. Sora is anxious and out of her mind as she taught her class that day. Maybe because of the problem she is facing and also because of what she is wearing that makes her uncomfortable. She always makes mistakes and her students just laugh at her, especially the man who gave her trouble. After class, she proceeded to the school clinic as told by the male student who appeared from behind and confessed everything to his beloved sensei. From the photos taken to the phone call last night, he was the one who did it. Sora couldn't believe that the school board chairman's son would do this to her just out of jealousy. Sora agrees to the deal her student made. A few minutes later, Sora demands the photos from him and deletes them all. The beautiful married teacher was depressed because her student tricked her. She just begged not to let her husband know about that incident, but her hardships will continue at the hands of this man. In the last scene, the student along with another man visits the teacher's house. First at school and now in this house, he really wants his sensei to suffer big time. The husband is very hesitant and has doubts that they will report them to the school. The students said not to worry because they would just study with their teacher and be sure that no one would know their secret. In order to focus on teaching, the husband went out, leaving his precious wife in the hands of these two guys. They wasted no time and quickly performed the plan for the beautiful and sexy sensei. Poor Sora. The end. Jealousy can destroy and ruin someone's life, so always keep that in mind. It's important to remember that the unpleasant acts depicted in this movie are wrong and should not be emulated. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you in my next story. Bye bye.